Okay, so before this video got started, I just wanted to say a big thank you to Dinger Developments. I just wanted to show you that they are actually like a performance garage that will help you with mods. They'll even do motorsport preparation and race day support, as you can well see. And they will help you obviously build a race car or even a show car, because this was their GTI, but they transformed into a race car. And this is a Polo GTI, as you can see, a pretty normal car, but they turned into a pretty clean show car. And not only that, if you do want small silly little jobs done, they are quite happy to carry those out, because they will just do servicing, repairs, MOTs, anything like that. And as you can see, don't hesitate to get in touch for even the smallest of jobs, which is great. And for the main thing as well, obviously for this video, the online store, you've got obviously a DSG box if you want it, you've got some Hot Wheels cars, some merch, and you also have some chassis mods. As you can see, you can get a splitter mount, or you can get the actual Deadset kit, which is what Shannon kindly sent out to me for my one. And as you can see, this kit alone covers quite a number of vehicles, so definitely be sure to use the kit, because we took the van out for a drive afterwards. We didn't film it or anything, but all the clonking had gone. Kit was pretty simple to install. It was just my subframe was being annoying and not wanting to line back up, but that is nothing to do with the kit. The kit did exactly what it said on the tin, and couldn't have asked for a better quality kit, in all honesty, because it fitted correctly and it's doing its job perfectly right now. So big shout out to the guys at Dinger Developments. I will leave all of their socials in the description. Please be sure to show them some love and get your Deadset kit or anything else you want ordered ASAP. What's happening, everyone? We're back today with another video on the Caddy. Today we are going to be doing a subframe locking kit, because as a few of you know, obviously this is running a Mk5 GTI with the PQ35 setup. And today's video has been sponsored by Dinger Developments, so a big thank you to Shannon, who runs the company there. He has sent this kit out for us today to be fitting, and he has kindly labelled it as obviously the upper shims and the lower shims. So yeah, let's get these bad boys on. Okay, so the bolts that are required to be taken out, one that lives up there, this one here, and this one here, and the same this side, this one here, here, and the one that lives up there. So we'll just quickly get these off. That one went very tight. Neither was that one. Okay, so now we've got our 3 bolts out either side. Hopefully now if we start to bring this stand down, subframe lowers, as you can see. So what we can now do, we don't have to bring it down loads. Let's get our upper shims. We'll probably have to bring it down a little bit more. Hopefully we can get in there. It's got to be a bit tight. Might have to lever it down. I'll take the stand fully out. But yeah, basically they will slot in because they got a nice fitment, whereas the original bolts are like that, and it causes the subframe to come loose. So what I'll do, I'll quickly get a little lever bar, just lever down on the subframe slightly in order for us to be able to get the top shims in, and then the bottom ones are pretty self-explanatory. That's one. Okay, that's the second one. Third. Fourth, and two side ones. Okay, that one's in. Okay, now that one's in. Now what we can do, bring subframe back up to the stand. Might need to bring it over a tad, just because it's moved where I've been yanking on it. Okay, so as you well know, the top collars are all in place. See it through there. So what we're going to do now is start fitting the bottom collars and the bolts back on. Okay, so I thought I'd just speed through this because this was an absolute pain. A couple bolts were going in and the others weren't. It's just where the subframe was taken down fully and it shifted. Ideally, I would have probably done this one side at a time rather than taking the whole thing down, because obviously it's all moved and it's gone a bit crazy. So I don't really want to bore you guys to death with us just levering and swearing and getting the arm and wondering why it's not going in. So yeah, I just thought, let me just time lapse it. You don't really need to see them all going individually, if that makes sense. You get the concept by this point. And if you've got this far, then you definitely know what you need to do to put it back together. Okay, so as you can see, all the collars are now in place. It was a bit of a pain in the rear end. As you can see, I've had to remove that to get it to line up. And the actual gearbox mount as well, which is a bit annoying, but as you can see they are all in place, so we can now tighten the subframe. You bastard. Just send it, see what happens. Fuck it. Go on. What?
That one. Bolt.
No, why?
Looked like he was doing this. Tightened up nicely.
Yeah. Okay, so as you can see now, all back together. I will come back to these and change them. I'll do them one by one because I do have the bolts in my trolley over there. However, I'm doing basically fitting like a brace that goes across, but I didn't realise that I only needed to leave these ones. So, but I'll come back to it when I do the brace and I'll just change them one by one and it'll be okay. But yeah, as you can see, all the shims are in. So you can see through the top on that one there, and here. So yeah, bit of a pain on the rear end if the subframe moves as much as mine did, which was a bit annoying. However, luckily I had a friend here who can just help lever it over and stuff like that, and eventually we did get there in the end. But it's one of them things. Big shout out to Dinga Developments and Shannon, who runs that company, because obviously they did sponsor today's video. Without them we wouldn't be doing this, so please be sure to give them some love. I'll leave all their socials in the description, and I will leave a link to their website on where to buy this kit. If you guys did enjoy today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you really enjoyed the video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Okay guys, take it easy.